that it provides to the underprivileged children, which transforms the life of children from the most financially challenged areas in India. Aim for Seva strongly believes that by reaching these children during their most critical developmental years, we can have the greatest impact. An impact so big that it not only transforms the children, but also their families, and has an exponential impact on the communities they live in, transforming rural India one child at a time.
So what exactly is GYLP? Now, GYLP, otherwise known as the Global Youth Leadership Program, is a program, 2-week cultural program that is run by Aim for Seva. Now, we as the student helpers were tasked to teach kids in English, mathematics, science, and history in one of the schools that was founded by Pujya Swamiji.
Thanks to everybody for continuing to support Aim for Seva. As you all know, Aim for Seva has been in Atlanta for the last 12 years, and we're delighted again for Rukmini Vijayakumar to come back after the 12 years. And she started off the whole thing in Atlanta in 2012, and we are continuing to grow, and we are continuing to sponsor a lot of children. And I do appreciate all your support, and come and enjoy the program one and all. Thank you.
Anubhava, basically they were looking at a show that had the idea of bhava and rasa in it when they called me. So I was trying to figure out how I bring that, especially with usually Bharatanatyam, when you dance there are a lot of lyrics involved, and we don't normally just dance in collaboration with violin. So all the other work that I've done that's just purely instrumental tends to be more abstract, but they wanted content like narrative based yet traditional work. So that was a bit of a struggle for me to come up with something that filled all those ticked all those boxes. But after speaking with Ambi, I spoke to him about maybe working within the traditional format, like making a Mallari but having like Sri Chakra Raja Rajeshwari with it. So Ambi made a beautiful composition for the invocator, like the first piece, and I wove a story of a mother and a child, where the mother is trying to impart the ideas of worshipping the goddess and what that means.
Is that the Anubhava? Is that the experience that?
Anubhava actually just means it's a technical word, although colloquially we use Anubhava in multiple Indian languages. Adu Anubhavi Sidve, like we say it in Kannada, like we've experienced that. But theatrically, it's a very technical word in the sense that it's what happens to a performer from an external stimulus before a transitory emotion emerges.
Wow.
So like for example, if you shout at me and then I feel bad, there's something that happens between shouting and feeling bad. So that moment is Anubhava, technically speaking. And through a series of these, multitude of small experiences that performers create on stage, through real and imaginary experiences, obviously. Real being like with other performers, or imaginary being from an external imaginary trigger. We create a generic emotional state. And that generic emotional state is called bhava, or what we call as the sthai, or like the underlying emotion, or what you would theme as an action thriller or romance drama, like in today's world of.
And you're an actor too, so you can sort of blend all of this together, I think, beautifully too.
Yeah, it's not really blending as such. It's more like it's very, I don't know. It's like it applies the same for acting. So when you say theater, it's all performance, dance, all of it. And from this, what the audience experiences is rasa. So that's technically what we would call as, Anubhava and rasa. So it's the name is, the title is a little more abstract than, it's not literal,
Literally.
really, but composed by Ambi. After the intermission, we have a second half that is purely improvised, and we ask the audience questions, and we create something based on what they say. And every place has been different. I think we made a magical creature last time.
Oh wow.
Then there was something about I don't know, like monsoon or the fall, like leaves falling, and then some people suggest ragams, so we had that in, like, we did.
Do you want something?
So,
Do you want me to prompt the audience to say something in Atlanta that you
No.
would really like?
No.
You want it to be a prompt?
Yeah, it's better for us to kind of
I know.
listen to what they, and just be in the moment. So it helps us be in the moment, and it's been really nice for me to work with just Ambi and Rohan, because it's very different to what I normally do, especially with tradition.
Thank you so much, I know.
Listen to what they, and just be in the moment. So it helps us be in the moment, and it's been really nice for me to work with just Ambi and Rohan, because it's very different.
So, best of luck. Thank you for talking to NRI Pulse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, very happy to be here. My name is Ambi Subramaniam. I'm playing the violin and I've done the composition. So it's been really nice so far, the tour. This is our 6th show, I think, so far in the tour.
And you're traveling 16 cities, is that right?
22.
22? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
23 maybe? Wonderful.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and this is a kind of unique concept because we're taking so one instrumentalist, one dancer, Rukmini, one percussionist, and we're trying to do something new, and obviously taking a lot of elements from classical music, but doing like a contemporary presentation. So I think it's been very
So how did you both get involved with Aim for Seva?
Yeah, so I'm Rohan Krishnamurthy, and I'm playing Mridangam and Carnatic percussion. Huh?
Dr. Rohan.
Dr. Rohan Krishnamurthy, that's right.
How wonderful.
Dr. Ambi Subramaniam here. And we're both the doctors of music, so just to clarify.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, it's been really wonderful performing. This is our 6th show, and this is kind of a new collaboration with Indian music and dance, Carnatic music and Bharatanatyam, and we're kind of exploring new textures, new approaches for creating music and dance, interweaving it in new ways. So it's a very fun process, playing with Ambi and Rukmini, and there's a lot of freedom and improvisation, and a lot of creativity that you might not find in a traditional context. So it's been really wonderful, and it's obviously looks great, sounds great, and really is a new experience, I think, for everyone. And again, we're very happy and very grateful to be performing this cross-country tour in support of this wonderful cause, Aim for Seva.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you said there's a new concept. So can you talk a little bit about new concept itself?
Yeah, so this is again kind of bringing together Carnatic music and Bharatanatyam, Indian classical music and dance, in a new way where there's a lot of interplay and interweaving of different elements, visual elements, sonic elements in ways that you don't necessarily find in a traditional setting, and also kind of exploring universal themes. So this is a purely instrumental music, so there's no vocals, no lyrics.
No vocal, okay.
So
Yeah.
it's evoking a lot of sort of universal experiences, feelings, moods, expressions, and there's a lot of interpretation left to the audience as well.
Wonderful.
And a lot of it is also improvisational. So we've taken some traditional forms like the tilana and malaris, which are used in dance, and kind of created compositions like that. But we've also kept a lot of space where we're all kind of improvising together. So it's not like one person leading somebody else, but through different parts, we're all trying to kind of create something together.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And
Thank
there's
you.
also a second sort of segment to the performance, which is actually a truly free improv kind of section where we get creative
improv.
prompts from the audience. You know, and we
Oh,
get
so it's going to be different experience for you in different
every
cities,
time.
depending
Yeah,
on
we
the
have,
audience,
so
right?
we have no idea what to expect.
We've been getting some very interesting things like some story prompts. So
Ah.
somebody will give us like a beginning of a story,
Okay.
and then we kind of have to together figure out where we want to take the story and what we want to do with it.
Wow. Oh,
And-
that's
and-
really unique. I've
And-
never heard of that.
And it's completely free improv, so we have to also figure out who's saying what and when and how. We're not talking about it. It's completely unrehearsed. So
That's awesome.
Creative magic
Oh, that's
on
really
stage.
creative.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before, especially in the classical setup, right?
Definitely, yeah.
So that's wonderful. Well, best wishes to all of you, and well, welcome to Atlanta. I guess you'll be leaving soon, so that would be bye bye soon. But best wishes for your tour.
Thank you.
so much.
Thanks, Rohan.
Absolutely.